Hey guys, we're almost done editing here, and I forgot to throw in for the YouTube moderators, all of the firearms in the video are semi-auto only. There is only one round per trigger squeeze. Nothing is full auto. There's nothing like that in the video, and all of the magazines are also 29 round YouTube compliant magazines. So in the video, we do follow all of the YouTube rules and guidelines. So with that out of the way, let's get to shooting.
What's up YouTube? Welcome to Veteran Patriots Nation. My name is Tim. Today we're going to be talking about the Atrius Super Selektor Ambi version. I just recently got my Ambi a couple days ago. Atrius is shipping them out. Customers are starting to receive them. So we're going to talk about some installation, some things with grips that we found, and just shoot it and have fun, and we'll talk about it when we're done. So let's get to it. All right, so we did just try to shoot. Try not to get your face in. So he was only getting one round, even though he was in the third position. He had a regular 3.5 ounce buffer in it. We swapped it to the H3. So go ahead, bro, let her rip. Let's see if it works with the H3. All right, guys, we have a BCM 12.5 inch upper on my Lead Star lower that you guys have seen on the channel with the Ambi Selektor there. Let's let her rip. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, jackass. Yeah, so I meant to flip it over to the third position, flipped it to safe because I'm an idiot. It is definitely much easier, in my opinion, with the Ambi to get from the third position back to semi, because now you don't need to stretch your thumb all the way forward. You can just use your index finger to flip it like that. So that's typically how I run my Ambis. Instead of having to stretch my thumb super far forward to get to it, I just use my trigger finger to flip it back to safe.
Yeah, I think it makes sense, especially with people with smaller hands.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Let's keep ripping it. Let's go ahead and talk about install real quick. So for the install, it's super easy. It's pretty much no different than the non-Ambi version, right? So what I like to do is have the right side paddle installed on the detent shaft, the core of the selector, and then have the other paddle not installed at all, okay? So what I do is install the trigger, and then I, with the right side paddle installed, slip the whole selector in there, and you can see if it's perfectly on safe, lined up and whatnot for that detent and detent spring. So once I have it lined up, I'll drop that detent spring in, put the grip on with the grip screw, and then the other selector paddle is the one that I do last. So once everything's installed. After that, do your functions check. Pull the bolt carrier group back in safe, semi, and the third position, check for binding. And then what you also want to do is, with it open, flip it over to the third position and make sure the cam lever is at the 12 o'clock, okay? Pull the trigger and then reset the hammer, grab the top of the cam lever, pull it back and then let it go, and it should spring forward. Just like that, releasing the hammer. So that tells you, okay, you are getting good trigger and selector engagement. So everything should reset for you just fine. And now let's talk about grips. So with grips, we did find that certain grips are not going to be compatible right out of the box, right? And the reason why is some grips are wider than the body, the OD, the outer dimension of your lower receiver. So with the selector paddles being flush with the lower receiver, you may have an issue of getting it off safe and into the semi position without beveling the top of your grip like I did here with my Difrico. The Difrico, out of all the grips I have, are the only ones that have done it so far, getting in the way. So just bevel the top of it. It's a $20, $25 grip, guys, so it's really not that big of a deal. B5, BCM, all of your Magpul grips, they're all good to go. We do have, I say we, Atrius does have a compatibility list on their website under the support tab for not just triggers and lowers and uppers, but also for grips as well. So if you guys do have a grip that you found is interfering with the selector going from safe to semi, just let me know, let Atrius know so we can get it on the website. The Ambi Selektor is definitely easier to use, especially depending on how you've been training with your other ambidextrous selectors, and depending on how long your fingers are and whatnot. I have my buddy back here. He really prefers the Ambi because his thumb, he doesn't have to push his thumb so far forward to get it from that third position over to safe. He can just use his trigger finger. So, all right, guys. So we've just got done shooting probably about 500-600 rounds on the Ambi Selektor here. So we're gonna go ahead and just pop her open as we walk down to the end of the lane here. Pop her open. Let's take a look at that cam lever for a second, actually. So absolutely no cracking, no bending. It looks just fine. Not a whole lot of wear going on, nothing that I need to be worried about. And then let's take a look at the U-notch in this upper receiver, if you will. There's no additional wear and tear to it. So from what I can tell, this cam lever and everything is in spec. I know that's something that a lot of you guys have been worried about. The cam lever being made from cast, which it's not, or having a bad heat treat or whatever it is. And some of you guys have been saying, well, my cam lever is broke after only a couple hundred rounds, or after 100 rounds, or after the first mag. Well, it's solely due to parts compatibility. As you can see, we just dumped a couple hundred rounds today, more than a couple hundred rounds, probably 500, 600, 700 rounds so far, and not one issue as long as you have the proper buffer weight in there. We do keep switching lowers, and I only have one H3 with me, so we had to keep switching that out. But as long as you got all of that good to go and all of your parts compatibility dialed in, you shouldn't have any issues at all. And if you guys do, just hit me up, send me a DM on Instagram, email me at vpnationtim@gmail.com, and I'll help you guys troubleshoot. I'll help you guys through all your compatibility issues. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think we're gonna do a little bit more shooting, but thanks for watching. If you found this informational or you enjoyed watching, help the channel out, subscribe. We're almost to 4,000 subscribers, so help me reach that goal of 4K. Hit the like button, share with your friends, leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.